Okay. Um, the yes, in the second unit and the first unit in our second quarter, which is the survival. Where is it? Yes, here it is. Survival. First, yes, to discuss the meaning of the word survival. It means that survival is a noun. It means the state of continuing to live or to exist, especially after a dangerous event. This is the meaning of survival. Like, for example, the doctors told my mother I had a 50-50 chance of survival. It means that my chance to survive is 50-50. Also, survival means to continuing to exist. We all have a strong survival instinct. It means that our instinct that with us will push us all the time to keep ourselves safe. First, we have like the lunch text, but before we go through it, we have some kind of vocabulary that we have to study. Those vocabulary, you'll find it here in textbook page 125. What are those vocabulary? They are words that you are going to study when you find when you start studying the genre of our new writing in this unit. We are going to study how to write an argumentative text. And of course, to write an argumentative text has a special features that you have to apply in order to get a successful one. Let's study those academic vocabulary as related to the writing an argumentative text. We have the word here in this column, and here we have mentor sentences or guided sentence that will help you to predict the meaning of the word here in blue. So let me just open to edit. Yeah, that's right. And we're right. The first one is evidence. Evidence. In the first example, the receipt from the cashier was evident that she had paid the bill. The second example, the students' outstanding short film is evidence of their creativity. So from the first example, you have a receipt that you get after paying, and this receipt is an evidence that you have paid the bill. So evidence means proof. It means proof. Also, if you can read here with me here, meaning of evidence, facts or details that support a position or claim. It means proof. It means proof. Okay, let's go to the next one. Credible. Credible. Marco is a credible witness because he pays attention and tells the truth. Second example, even if a story seems credible, confirm the details before you accept it as a fact. Let's think about Marco. Marco is a credible witness. It means that why? Because he tells the truth. So you should believe him. You should trust him. So credible means as an adjective. It's an adjective, and it means we can write here first that it's an adjective. And here evident is a noun. Okay. Credible, it means believable. I need to just enlarge it. Believable or convincing. Or convincing. Let's go to the next word, valid. Valid, the example. An answer okay. An answer is valid if it can be proved true. The answer is valid if it can be proved true. The second one, John's license is valid for another 3 years and then he will renew. You know that if you can drive, you should have something called a license, and this license had to be valid if you want to drive without any trouble. This license, if it's not valid, it means that it needs to be renewed. Some licenses are renewed every 3 years, some licenses every year. Anyway, valid here, what part of a speech is it? It's an adjective. Okay, so what is the meaning of valid, you think? Valid, it means that it should be well-founded, effective, you can say countable, so we can write effective, or you can write sound. Sound, we have to study it in the first session. It means that it's a strong or effective or well-founded. Okay. Formulate. Let's read the example. A researcher has to carefully formulate a topic that will be worth studying. It took time for Erica to formulate a response to the complex question. So here a researcher has to formulate a topic that will be suitable for other students to study. Also Erica, she had been asked a very complex question and she took time to formulate a response in her mind. So formulate, here what part of the speech is it? It's a verb. What does it mean? Yes, it means to create, to build, to state, to develop. So it means build, create, it means state or develop. The last word, logical. If your reasoning is logical, you will be able to show the connections between your ideas. The second one, mathematics is logical because it based on rules and pattern. So logical, what part of a speech is it? It's an adjective. And the meaning. Now, if you are asked to give a reason for an action that you did, the reason that you should give, it should be logical reason. So what is the meaning of logical? It means that it's based on reason. It means it's right, okay, based on reason. It should be reasonable. Should be reasonable, logical. Okay, fine. So understanding those words will help you later when we study the structure or the features of a character or characteristic of any argumentative text. Let's move to the next page, page 126. This is the launch text, and meanwhile it's the the model for your writing. This is the model that you can follow in your writing. Yes, I said that this is an argumentative text, and we need to understand what the meaning of argumentative text is. The argumentative text, it's like when you want to argue about something, which means that if you want to, you have a belief, or you have a point of view or an opinion, and you want to convince or persuade your reader with, we call this an argument. You are going to argue about this point because you will persuade your reader or your listener by your point of view, whether by changing his mind, or by grabbing him with you in the same side. What do we need to have an excellent argumentative text? First of all, I need you first, of course, to read this text by yourself. It's very easy, The Cost of Survival, and to write a summary about it. Before we go to through the text, just let's go to I find for you like a page to explain for you what is the argumentative text. Okay, here we go. Yes. We are studying how to write an argumentative text. Sorry. Yes, we said that we have here in the middle something called the claim. What is the claim? The claim is the belief that you want to persuade your reader with, the point of view that you want to persuade your reader with. This would be the claim would be introduced in the introduction of your text. This is the thing that you believe in, or your point of view or your opinion you want to persuade your reader with. In order to persuade my reader with my claim, I need a lot of things to add here. The first thing, we would need to introduce reasons. Why did I choose this? Why did I choose this claim to introduce? And then you need to also introduce evidence. For evidence, or that we can say it's like example, real life example that happened related, that make you think about this claim or this opinion or believe in this point of view. Also, you have to introduce something called the counter claim. What is the counter claim? Counter claim is the opposing idea. What do you mean of opposing idea? The idea that is against you. The opposing idea. When you mention, why should I do this thing? What should I introduce the counterclaim or the opposing idea? Because you not let or give a chance to your reader to to think about something you haven't mentioned. Think about something that you haven't mentioned. Like for example, if suppose that we choose our claim that the students should have keep their phone with them within the class during the school day. This is your claim. Okay, why did you think about this? What pushed you to do this? The reason that once I was in the teacher asked us to make like a project, prepare a project within the class, and we needed to bring some real information that we are not sure about. So we have to search the internet to make sure that those information are correct. Using the phone was prohibited or banned, so we couldn't get it. We wrote the information wrongly, so we lost a lot of marks in this project. So here you give the reason and you support it with evidence and examples, real life example that happened to you. The counterclaim, people who oppose you, of course, will say what? You can say that our teacher assumed that if you kept your phone with you during the session, you may use it behind my back. You can check your social media notification. You may misuse it by taking photos without the permission of this person, and this will be again respecting the privacy. Yes, maybe they are correct. Now I have mentioned this is the counterclaim. People were opposing mine, but I have to do what? To refute this counterclaim. What I mean of refute? To prove that it is not totally correct. Yes, maybe I can say that. Maybe you are correct, but you made something that the teacher can control this by checking keep his eyes on the student during the session, follow them well to make sure that they are not using their phone during the session as long as it's not needed. And also during in the break, the teacher should make sure that the students are not using their phone for taking photos. Which will be rarely happen because not all people are abusing the other's privacy. So you have mentioned the counterclaim and you have refuted or you have proved that it is not totally correct. Finally, the last thing you will conclude your claim or your argument with is to write the introduction, the conclusion. And in the conclusion, you are going to restate your claim again, but in a different way. Of course, within the middle of these things, you are going to use some little details that will help you more in persuading your reader, like using one of the appeals to emotion, appeals to authority, appeals to reason, and also within those things, you have to add facts and opinions, both of them together. Okay? Okay, so this is a general outline. We are going to study it in details, but the general outline of the argumentative text. What should it have? It should have a claim. You should support your claim with a lot of reasons, evidence, and examples. And you also have to present the counterclaim, the opposing idea of your point of view, in order to not letting or giving a chance for your reader to think about any different opinion. And then you conclude your writing by restating your claim again, but in a different way. So your task is to read The Cost of Survival by yourself and write a summary of it in your comprehension copybook. and you'll find like the like a worksheet on the LMS where you find all the difficult words that you may meet here. Okay, yes, we still have some time. I can help you with the meaning of some words till we end the session. The cost of survival, the meaning of the word cost here. Yes, cost here, it means that the price or the value, the price or that you are going to pay for to stay alive, or it's the value of staying alive, or the can say here within the context here, it means the sacrifice that you are going to pay. Change the color. Or the penalty. The kind of punishment that you are going to pay for in order to stay alive. The word survival means the continuity. Continuity. Or it means okay, let's change the color so you can read it well. Yes. Continuity, or it means endurance, or it means continuation. Okay, the opposite, it will be discontinuity. Discontinuity, or you can say end. Survival can act like a noun or adjective. In the first paragraph, some people willingly put themselves in life and death situation. Mountain climbers and paid jumpers knowingly face danger, and they usually walk away safely. However, when things don't turn out well, a lost climber or an injured base jumper may need help. The police, fire department, rescue workers, and medical team do their best to save an adventurer's life. These efforts can cost a lot of money. The adventurer should be the one to foot the bill. The adventurer should be the one to foot the bill. If we just underline this one, we can say that this is the main counterclaim. This is the main. Change the color. Yeah, this is the main claim. This is the main claim that the author wants to argue about. That the adventurer who put themselves in a risky situation, they should be the one to pay the bill. Okay, when you keep reading, so you would, I think I helped you to now discover what was the claim. So we need to find where is the counterclaim, opposing idea I mean, what are the evidence and example that the writer add in order to persuade you. Okay, thank you very much. That's it for today. I hope that you will enjoy your weekend, and I'm reminding you again with your social study project, don't forget it. Thank you very much and see you again. Bye bye.